So last week I talked about how intuition saved my life. This week I want to talk about how other faculties, God-given faculties, can absolutely change your life, alter your life. And I want to specifically talk about a close family member of mine and the conversation we had about it. So this close family member, he actually texted me a few minutes ago and we were talking. He said, I had a prison mindset and I broke out of that prison, and I just want to elaborate more about that. So, you know what? Love Wayne Dyer's quote, and it's like, once you change the way you look at something, what you look at changes. This young man, we're habituated. We're sort of, it's almost like a habit. When you're young and you're growing up in a certain environment, you're going to mimic it. That's the way it is. Your mind is completely open. You're pretty much all subconscious, and anything that you press upon your subconscious will be expressed. And as a young person, I would even say he was angry, he was confused. I felt like maybe even there were sort of self-hatred maybe in some ways about how he felt about himself. And in my mind, I'm like, where do you get this from? Like, why would you ever think that? But once again, if you're being told something and you're especially a younger person and you're being told, hey, you're not good enough, or, whatever, you're stupid, or you'll never do anything right. After a while, you believe it, and it becomes a part of your personality, and it becomes that much more to overcome, especially in those years, those child rearing years, those years when you're a bit younger and you're really absorbing everything. But it becomes a time when you grow and you remember who you are. And I'm just so proud of him because I just see him sort of remembering who he is. We were having a conversation. He said, I was in the basement and I came out of the basement, and I was like, ooh, okay, I like this analogy because I've used this analogy before. I'm like, you choose differently. You're in the basement and you choose to go up to the penthouse floor. It's a choice because you're capable. You're capable. We have these faculties. We have intuition. It's given. It's just that sometimes we don't use it. We have the ability to change how we look at things. We have will. We have imagination. These are all things that we have that we can build upon to change our life. And he was telling me, he said, I came out of the basement. He said, I think I'm on the second floor. I said, it's all good. I said, you're recognizing your power. And he said, I didn't think I had math abilities. And I was like, why wouldn't you think you have math ability? You have any ability that you want. Anything that you really, really want, you have the ability, to do anything. And I just think it's just a thing of choosing and understanding that. So it was just such an interesting back and forth, and he said, I came out of the basement. I was like, you know what? In my father's house, we have many mansions. And I'm like, it depends on what room you want to be in. It's a choice. It's a conscious choice, but it's difficult to change those habits. And I see it as almost like a cog turning. He's realizing those habits, those subconscious habits, those things that he believed, he's now choosing different beliefs. So he said, I didn't think I was good at math, didn't do this. Now he's realized he's amazing at math. He just didn't apply himself. Anything you apply yourself to that you want to do, you're going to do it. It's coming into your lane for a reason. And now he's in an engineering program, and I can't be more proud of him. I really can't. And I'm just like, I have to talk to him and see what's going on. He just like, I just realized that, I chose differently. I realized I can do more. I'm capable, I'm able. And I'm just like, where did this shift come from? But the thing is, you're able to do anything you want. We all have the ability, but if you block yourself, or unfortunately, some people are habituated to appear a certain way, you won't be able to do it. So change your perspective, change your life, It's so possible. I'm seeing it before my very eyes. Decided to choose differently. Decided to choose in a way because we're all loved. We're all blessed. We're all fulfilled. It's just remembering that. And I always say sometimes you just have to be still. My favorite thing is just to be still and know. Just be still. In those moments when you're like, you're not good enough, you're not. Be still and know. Be still and know that you're loved, you're fulfilled, you're blessed, your happiness. Okay? All right.